Welcome back to some more Sakura fantasy. So, excuse me from being sleep deprived. From what I recall from the last part, you know, the star fell from the heaven and it explodes. Just as, Ardina had waited for, right? So Raylan was called for, you know, to be part of guard service again, but just to listen to all this, political discourse for the second time. So she uses her gift of far seeing just to, you know, from the dialogue choice of seeing Gwen and whatnot. And all of a sudden, Ardina decided to make an appearance within the council. Although the entire, political heads, are completely in denial when it comes to her, and that causes Ardina to be pissed off, if anything. Luckily, while Raylan was guarding the hallways during the night, she is able to talk with the Empress, aka Ardina, in a way, and then able to talk with her again, all because Ardina told Raylan. So Ardina went on within the training grounds to make an offer of, hey, I need you to go on to this journey to investigate this what's go where the star is going to land and whatnot. And then there were a lot of you know hesitation and whatnot. And Raylan was like, you know what? I'm I guess I have no choice. Although the others step in like Kara and Gwen. Because like, you know what? If Raylan's gonna do it, then I'm gonna come too. Oh my goodness, man! 2 minutes in, and this is already a little bit too ridiculous for a story like that. I mean, for Wing the Cloud games like that, if anything, I'd rather say take Sakura Fantasy over the other freaking latest stuff. So, all right, let's continue. Because if anything, I do need another sip from this can. Returning to our sleeping quarters, I find Gwyn waiting for me. For a moment, we just stand there, taking in the gravity of what we've done. Well, pretty much. Yeah, it's Oh, I thought it was like investigate the where the star landed, but I guess they're going to see go to the Mires. Sometimes the audio is, yeah.
まあそうだけど、モンスターだけでなく問題はたくさんあるわ。
That's a good question.
あの沼地は真っ黒な泥でいっぱいなの。
Uh-oh.
足とかすねとか歩くだけでどんどん泥がまとわりついてくるわ。氾濫したり、ツタが絡みついてきたり、食料が足りなくなることだってあるでしょ。あの場所のことは本でいろいろと知っていたから、あなたには言ってほしくなかったの。
Well, Raylan did had a nightmare before about as if she was trapped in the swamps.
でもまさかあなたも私も一緒に行くことになってしまうだなんて。正直怖くて仕方がないわ。大丈夫よ、グイーン。私が一緒じゃない。何もなければいいのだけれど。
She's like, don't worry, we can
大丈夫
brave.
よ、グイーン。私が一緒じゃない。
Yeah, what she said.
何もなければいいのだけれど。とにかく準備が大変だわ。 綿密な計画を立てなきゃいけないわね。
Well, I don't know about that one.
まず持っていける食料が制限されるから、できるだけたくさん持っていきたい気持ちは山々だけど、保存と持っていける量の問題があるから大変ね。当然だけれど現地調達なんてできないし。森の中で何かを探すこともできないの？
Surely you can hunt down like a wild boar in the forest, right?
探し回れば食べられそうなものくらいありそうだけど。
I mean, there could be some food in the forest, like, you know, something edible or whatnot.
ええ、もちろん探せば何かしら見つけられるとは思うわ。けれども捜索隊に一体どれだけその余裕を避けられるのかがわからないわ。
Oh, yes. The whole time limit thing.
確実に言えることは行軍中の食料は決められた分量を厳守、なるべく節約するということね。
Yeah, I don't know.
なるほど。食料一つとっても考えなきゃいけないことが山ほどあるのね。そういうことよ。こういった遠征では万全を期するに越したことはないんだから。でもあなたならたとえ何かがあった時でもどうにか対処できそう。
But you will find you are in capable hands. That's a bit of a odd, you know, wording per se. Gwen is used to planning, rationing, and handling equipment requisitions. Her years spent as a novice at this barracks have proven invaluable. I'm so glad she chose to come with
そ
us.
れでグイン自身はどうなの？とても危険な沼地へ行くわけだけど、本当にその覚悟はあるのかしら？私にだってギフトがあるもの、それで十分よ。
Your gift?
レイリンのギフトはあまり戦闘向きではないから、いざとなれば私が守ってあげるわね。
Well, it doesn't really help her in a fight, but she can make a good scout. So,
兵士の私が書記官のあなたに守られなきゃならないの？自分の身一つくらい守れなきゃ兵士じゃないわ。
I don't know.
そういうことじゃなくって、私のギフトに感謝してくれたっていいのよ。というかもっと私に頼ってくれてもいいのになっていつも思ってたの。やっぱりすごく危険な場所に行くわけじゃない？生き残るためにもこうお互いに背中を守れるくらいの覚悟は必要なんじゃないかしら。
She makes a really good point there. I guess I'm too focused on proving my own worthiness. Looking away, Gwen seems to be lost in thought.
せめて星を探す理由くらいは教えてほしいものよね。
Well, Ardina doesn't really give us the explanation as to why. I mean, maybe she did. I could be wrong. I mean, again, like judging by the video descriptions on whenever I date the days where I had the parts recorded is where like, oh, we don't get the reason why or where the stars was coming from. So
女王陛下はそれについて詳しくおっしゃるつもりがないみたい。
okay, well, I guess that's what the Empress being vague of. Recalling the events from the council chambers, I can only think that the star must mean something significant.
陛下は私たちよりもずっと長く生きてらっしゃるんだもの。 話せば長くなるんじゃないかな。多分。
1,000-year-old empress.
すごく辛いことがあったとか、人には明かせない何か理由でもあるんじゃないかしら。人の気持ちを察することにかけては一流ね、レイリンたら。キラ教官に対しては全然そんなことないのに。でもそう言われてみれば確かにその可能性は大いにあるわね。誰にだって人には打ち明けられないことはあるもの。そういえば陛下の寂しげな目、グインは見なかった？なんだかとてもお辛そうで。気づいたのって私だけ？それなら私も気づいたわ。すごく苦悩していたように見えたわね。陛下が訓練場に訪れた時、険しい顔をされていたから真っ先に目がいったわ。まるで何か大切なものを失って苦しんでいたみたいね。私にも理由はわからない。いつも何を考えてるのかよくわからなくて、もどかしい女王陛下様だわ。
Is there like... Okay, no. I thought there would be like some sort of like hotkey to where I can go back to like the logs per se. Let's see, roll back the game. Click. Okay, so it doesn't even have that. Because it's funny because like when you're trying to scroll up on the mouse wheel, you can go through like, you know, the text box from the previous dialogue, but unfortunately it rolls back to the last, you know, thing like that. So oh. Okay, so they were talking about the Empress the whole time where okay.
でも私たちの女王様よ。
Yeah. The Empress is almost like reading her like a book.
だから絶対に星を見つけられるよう頑張らなくっちゃ。あの星が陛下にとって何か大切な意味があるのなら、それはきっとこの国全体にも意味があるということよ。そういえば陛下もそんなこと言ってたわね。正直私にはさっぱり意味がわからないけれど、そういえばそっちは古い伝承とかから何か手がかりは見つかった？それがあなたに頼まれたから方々手は尽くしたのだけれど、空から降りてきた星に関する伝承は見つからなかったわ。もう少しいろいろと調べてみるから時間をちょうだい。それに今はまず少し落ち着きましょうよ。
Yeah, rest shall be a good idea.
それにあなたはまずキラ教官に会ってこないと。ちゃんとお礼を言わなきゃダメよ。あの人ああ見えてレイリンのことを心配しているんだから。
That would be a good idea. Hera has been apprehensive ever since I agreed to go on this journey. I need to talk to her and put her at ease.
ありがとう。今から行ってみるわ。いいのよ。私は は仕事に戻るわね。装備品や物資の配備を陛下にお願いしなきゃ。
Yeah, we're gonna need some supplies before we head out into the wild.
必要な品目がいっぱいだわ。どんなものでも足らないなんてことのないように気をつける。そうそう、予備の鎧が必要よね。沼地には鎧を壊しちゃうようなモンスターだっているのよ。
Destroying armor. Oh boy.
沼地のど真ん中ですっぽんぽんなんて嫌でしょ。泥まみれ、スライムまみれのずぶ濡れ、確かに嫌だな。そういうこと。そんなわけで防寒具も必要よね。キラ教官がいつもの服以外のものを着てくれるかどうかちょっと怪しいけれど。引き止めちゃってごめんなさい。そろそろ行った方がいいわ。私たち二人ともこれから忙しくなるのだし。
Gwyn quickly disappears into the hallways of the barracks. I guess there's nothing to do now but talk to Kara. Well, I guess that settles. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go get something to drink. Alright, we are back. So, you know, after, when Gwen and Raylan, finished their conversation together, all Raylan's got to do is, talk to Kara, see what's going on. Well, here I am before Kara's quarters again. I'm hesitant to open it as I know what happened last time. It would be better to knock this time. As I knock on the door, there's no response. Is she even here? I love it how it just gives it like a little dialogue right there. Do I want to be courteous and wait, or open the door and just find out? And I mean, she's gonna be pissed if we open the door anyway. But I was like, well, we just knocked earlier. Yeah, fuck it. Opening the door slowly, I take a step
キラ
inside.
教官いますか？
Oh boy. Oh, great. God fucking damn it. Oh no, not again. Don't tell me that I did it again. Yep, I did. Kara is once again in a state of undress. It's just like before, except that she's wearing even less than she was before. No top, no bottom, yet for whatever reason she has her shoulder pads on. And a cloak of all things? Though this time she has her back to me, so she doesn't have to cover anything with her hands. She doesn't seem to be angry this time either. She looks more lost in thought than anything. I don't think she's even noticed that I'm here yet.
キラ教官、もしもーし。
I seem to be coping better this time. At least I learned something from last time. Being able to actually speak is going to help me a lot. And it just gives him another dialogue. Fucking hell. Try to let's just sneak out and leave.
少しお話できませんか？キラ教官。
She idly turns her back. She idly turns her head back to look at me while I'm standing in the doorway.
レイリン、なぜお前がここにいる？
She turns to face me, leaving her chest completely exposed. I can already feel a burning sensation in my cheeks.
グインが、教官と 話をしておいた方がいいだろうって。
Well, she,
それで
she was the one that, recommended. I wonder if Gwen's is doing this on purpose now. She sent me at just the she sent me at just the wrong moment last time too.
ああ、そうか。確かにそうだな。私もお前と話す必要があると思っていたところだ。
Are you gonna be fine with that?
ただ、今すぐにというわけにはいかない。ご覧の通り、取り込み中なのでな。
Why though? Are you like prepping a bath or something?
どうして鎧を脱いでるんですか？
少し思い出すことがあってね。
Remembering something? She's doing that by removing her armor? What exactly could she be What exactly could she be remembering?
こうして甲冑を脱ぐことで、自分が弱く、恐れを抱いていた時のことを思い出せるんだ。
Are you having like some sort of is that the why? Just to enable your PTSD or some shit?
まるで昨日のことのように。
Oh boy, how time it was able to pass on by. Looking away from me, she seems to be examining her body. She runs her hands down her body, feeling her skin.
傷を覆うために衣服を身にまとうことはできる。しかし、そうしたところで布地の下には傷がそこにはある。隠すことなど簡単にはできないのだ。傷を負ったという現実から逃れることは決してできない。この傷はいつだってあの時の記憶とつながっている。
Scars? But the lace doesn't exactly leave much to the imagination. I can't see any scars from where I'm standing. Perhaps she's the only one who can see those scars? That would make a lot of sense, but why isn't she reacting like she did last time? Whatever she's daydreaming about, it must matter more to her than having her privacy invaded.
ところでレイリー、お前は以前の失態から何も学んではいなかったようだな。あの時、私がどれほど怒っていたか、賢いお前なら気づいていたはずだろう。まさか私を怒らせて罰を受けたいがためにわざわざこんな手の込んだいたずらをしたわけでもなかろうに。お前が望むならばいつでも構わん。岩石の餌食にしてやるぞ。
Despite what she's talking about, there's no real threat behind her words. It's like she's just idly musing to herself. She barely recognizes that I'm here at all. Wherever her mind is at the moment is not here and now.
たく、どうしてお前は私のプライバシーに踏み込もうとするんだろうな、レイリー。
Yeah, but she at least knocked the door. She at least knocked. You didn't even bother responding.
部屋に人がいるかどうか確認する前に土足で踏み込むのが癖になりつつあるようだ。私の準備ができているかどうかを確認するのにノックを一つすればいいだけの話だ。簡単なことだろう。
What the fuck? She did knock. He didn't even respond yet. Her tone suggests complete apathy, though. She definitely couldn't be bothered issuing any punishments right now. Whatever she's thinking of, it's obvious that it's something very important to her. I'm not going to be able to speak with her as she is right now. I'm going to have to wait until she's done musing.
ギフトを使わなくとも他人のプライベートを覗くのがやめられないようだな。 今後は部屋へ入る前にまずはノックだ。いいな。そうすれば私も心構えができるというものだ。まったく。
本当に申し訳ありません。信じてもらえないでしょうが、こんなつもりじゃなかったんです。
無知は言い訳にはならないぞ、レイリン。この前も私の部屋へ入る前に返事を待てと注意したばかりだ。
はい、申し訳ありません。必要なら罰も受けます。ただその後少しでもいいのでお話しするお時間をいただけませんか？
ああ、いいだろう。それは構わない。いずれにしてもお前とは話をしようと思っていたところだからな。お前は沼地へ行く前に知っておくべきことがいろいろとある。
Gee, I wonder. The Mires.
少し待ってくれ。それから話をしよう。その服を着る時間をくれないか。頼む。1、2分ほどで済むから。
Well, I know better than to linger longer than I should in this situation. I slowly closed the door just like last time, leaving Kara to her own thoughts. Okay, well, I think there's something. Awkward. Well, Raylan did knock after all. The sun sets over the horizon before Kara emerges from her quarters.
レイリン。
Why are you shocked? The anxiety in her voice is obvious. She makes no attempt to hide it. Her usual scowl is nowhere to be seen either.
女王陛下から直々の指名を受けたことで、お前は今新兵たちの注目の的だ。わかるな？
陛下直々のご命令ですからね。こんな名誉なことはありません。正直慣れませんけど。
You are the chosen martyr of the Empress.
軽口など叩いている場合ではないぞ。今自分の置かれている状況が分かっているのか、レイリン。あの沼地という僻地はそう軽々しく行ける場所ではないんだ。
So I've been told over and over again while training here.
なぜ陛下の誘いを断らなかったのだ。お前の腕ではあの沼地へ行くには早すぎる。私はかつてあの場所へ行き、沼地を這い回る邪悪な者どもを目の当たりにしたことがある。なぜそんな場所へ行こうとするんだ、レイリー。
These aren't commands. She's pleading with me, begging me to reconsider.
なあ、陛下は無理に受けなくてもいいとおっしゃられたではないか。
I haven't seen her become so emotional before. Yeah. But I must go out there, otherwise I'd be bored as hell. Well, why are you afraid? I must go out there.
申し訳ありません、教官。けれども、私はどうしても行かなくちゃいけないんです。この遠征に行かないわけにはいきません。
She's not gonna explain why she has to go. Why she had to decide that.
いいのか？死にに行くようなものだぞ。なぜだ？私にはわからない、レイリン。あんな場所でお前は一体何を見たいんだ？ どうしてあそこへ行かなければならないと言うんだ。
あの星、私の故郷へ落ちたのかもしれないんです。
お前の故郷だと？それは。
Though she relents, her agitation is still plainly visible. She knows full well what returning to my home means to me.
だが、ならばしっかりと準備ができてから故郷を見に行った方がよくはないか？今行けばたどり着く前に死んでしまうかもしれないんだぞ。
教官、正直なところを教えてください。今回を逃してしまったら次はいつ防壁の外へ出られると言うんですか？
It doesn't take a lot of wisdom. It doesn't take a lot of wisdom to guess that she doesn't want to answer.
お前の考える通りだ。正直に答えよう。もう二度とこんな機会は巡ってこないだろうな。
Well, yeah, a one-time opportunity. I mean, what else are Raylan's gonna do other than doing the same ass routine over and over again? You know, gotta find some new adventures to it.
今回のようなことでもなければ、上層部だってわざわざこんなリスクを冒そうとはしない。だからこのような遠征自体二度目はありえないだろう。それでも行くとお前は言うのだな。
She seems to be really worried about me. As harsh as she is in training, she really does care.
心配しないでください、キラ教官。もっともっと訓練してあなたを安心させてみせます。私、簡単にはやられません。それにこの遠征、誰一人死なせません。
That sounds like what every soldier with bravado would say before before getting, told, think about your decision. She seems to stop worrying for a moment.
わかった。お前を信じよう、レイリン。陛下を信じるのと同じようにな。我々は必ずやあの星を見つけ出し、全員生きてここへ戻るんだ。はい、
必ず誓います。と言って行くのは私たちたった3人だけですけども。
Yeah, only the three of them.
ならばしっかりと準備をすることだ。明日からビシビシと訓練を始めるぞ。そうだ、王都を出発する前に何かしておきたいことはあるか？遠慮はするな。どんなことだって構わないぞ。
いきなりそう言われてもパッと思いつかないですけど。なんでそんなことを聞くんですか、キラ教官。
万が一にも帰還できなかった時のためだ。やり残したことがあれば済ませておくべきだろう。それが気がかりで訓練に集中できないようでは困るからな。とにかく頭の片隅にでも覚えておけ。また後で聞こう。
She wanders off, returning to her quarters. Unsettled business, she says. I don't have any family left in the capital, nor do I have any business outside of the barracks. For now, the best idea would be for me to get some rest. And, rest it is. I never thought that it would end up like this. I'm going on a journey to retrieve a star. How am I supposed to know what it looks like? Are we even going to be able to find our way through the Mires? There aren't exactly any maps or anything available of them. Kara reassured me that Ardina promised we would have a means of finding our way to the star. What exactly those means are hasn't been explained yet. I know that Gwen is excited because of everything we might find out in the Mires. She says she's going to bring plenty of ink and paper, so she might record everything we see. Kara suggested to me that I should train whenever I have nothing else to do. So that's what I've been doing this morning. I'm finished for now, thankfully. I've been working myself to exhaustion. My thoughts are interrupted when I accidentally bump into someone.
おい新入り、何をぼーっとして歩いて。
Raylan is like, oh shit.
なんだお前かレイリン。どうした？また妄想でもしていたのか？
Oh, she's still going to be angry about that even now? Wow, more dialogue choices for this shit. You know what? I think that, I mean, at this point it's beating like a dead horse, so might as well do that.
キラ教官ちょっと考えることがいっぱいあって。
なるほどな。まあ、私も同じようなものだ。
Well, that's relatable.
とにかく、あの忌まわしい場所へ立ち入るまでに、お前たち二人はベストコンディションでなければ困るぞ。
Well, it wasn't unexpected. We'll have to train extra hard so that we're ready.
ところでレイリン、実は私にはずっと前からやってみたかったことがあるんだ。
What? For a very long
よ
time?
ければ一緒に来ないか？
やってみたかったことって何です？
She's like, what? What are you talking about?
それは見てからのお楽しみだ。
Oh no, you mean to tell... Is this something more personal? I don't really like the sound of this. Kara's rarely ever in a mood as good as this. What if she's going to make me push the boulder? That would be a way for her to start my training.
よし、善は急げだ。今から市場へ向かうぞ。
The markets? What? Wait, the markets? What kind of training is she going to make me do in there?
そんなにビクビクするな。秘密特訓や演習でもするのかと思ったのか？安心しろ。今から向かう先はきっとお前も楽しめるいい場所だ。
Right. Fun? Now I'm really worried. She's like, oh, I don't like the sound of this. Kara's version of fun is very different from everyone else's idea of fun. Is this going to be another act of revenge for barging in on her when she wasn't dressed? The anticipation is killing me.
それで来るのか来ないのか。どうした？ずいぶんと静かだな、レイリン。
I should be training though.
教官私本当に厳しい訓練をしなくてもいいんですか？
したいのか訓練を。
Damn.
兵士とはいえ、たまには息抜きするくらい別に構わないだろう。
Seems like Raylan got no choice.
そうですよね。その通りですよ。
よろしい。ではレイリン、私に続け。
The tone of that last sentence suggests that it was a command. Looks like I'm going then. I just know that something dark is coming my way. Oh, man. Ain't that some shit. Why are we at the markets? It's been some time since I last visited the markets. Not much has changed. It's always the same stalls, shops, and goods every time. Oh, this is a different music this time. Okay, but why is Kara bringing Raylan along? Is a something special? What? Is there some personal interest with each other? What's going on? The marketplaces have all kinds of goods and luxuries, despite the capital still being so isolated. It's largely the same goods constantly passing from one pair of hands to another. The capital isn't lacking in food, though. The walls seal off large swaths of farmland from the sickly Mires. Not to mention the lands just outside the walls do enjoy some protection. It was a precaution taken in much older times, one which saved us when so many other cities fell. But the walls cover a huge distance. The amount of soldiers needed to guard it is staggering. If the walls were to fall, we would lose everything. Why am I thinking about this right now, though? Kara made it clear that this was a day for us to enjoy ourselves, so why think worrying thoughts? I'll probably never get an opportunity like this again. Kara has been leading me through this labyrinth of food, stalls, and various goods. What, are you taking her on a date? To where? I don't want to know. Every time we pass a dark side street or alleyway, I squirm a fair bit. Is she going to lead me into a place like that? If she does, what will she do to me?
もうすぐそこだ、レイリー。遅れを取るなよ。
Oh my god. It's almost like a command, but it doesn't have its usual harsh edge to it. Whatever we're going to do, it's something which makes Kara happy just by thinking about it. I mean, it doesn't matter which dialogue choice for this, though. I should be happy that she's happy. Take on your fear. I think both are I think both are like similar in a way. Yeah. Well, if it's making her happy, then it can only be a good thing. So I shouldn't judge. I can only guess what it may be, though. We eventually stop in front of the bathhouses. I wasn't really expecting this. If it were Gwen taking me out, then this would make sense. Kara doesn't seem like the sort of person who would be into these kinds of luxuries, though.
キラ教官、どうしてこんなところに来たんです？
ここはな、最高の贅沢を満喫できる場所だぞ、レイリー。
Going to the bath?
ここへ向かう前、自分たちを甘やかしに行くのだと言わなかったか？なぜこの店なのかというとだな。
Yeah, but the way you explained it earlier felt really vague. It's like you want to take Raylan on a date.
ここにはチョコレート風呂があるからだ。
Oh, what the hell?
王とヒロシといえど、こんな贅沢を楽しめるのはここだけだぞ。
Oh, you already know where this is coming from.
女王陛下のご好意で、ここへのフリーパスを賜ったのだ。
Why does this fill me with concern?
私はな、死ぬ前に一度でいいから、この贅沢を味わってみたかったのだ。すまない。お前が楽しめるかどうかはわからないが、つい一人で興奮してしまった。
まあすごく贅沢な感じはしますけれども、でも私もタダで入れるんですか？
ああ、無論だ。お前もグインにもフリーパスは人数分いただいている。
All three of you do, but okay, but where's Gwen?
店の者も承知しているぞ。何せ女王陛下が伝えてくださっているのだからな。
Amusing.
では参ろうか。
Chocolate bathing is one of the rarest luxuries in the capital. Do I really want to bathe in chocolate though? Does it really have to be this way? What happens if I answer
キラ
this?
教官、チョコレート風呂が一番って本当に思います？
Just having second thoughts.
どういう意味だレイリン。オートでも最上級の贅沢なのだぞ。これに勝る娯楽などそうそうは。
確かにチョコレートは上質で美味しいんですけど、でもこれをずっと浴びていたいとは思わないんです。
なぜだ。チョコレート風呂に浸かりたくて私についてきたわけではないのか。
What if it's her first time?
いや、そうじゃないんです。
Yeah, well,
どこへ行くかって最初言わなかったじゃないですか。
ああ、そうだったな。それは悪かったな。
いえ、でもせっかくですし普通のお風呂に行きませんか？
I haven't had a proper bath in years. Only baths with tiny amounts of water rationed to us. Properly cleaning myself would be such a great thing. To completely slather myself in chocolate, though. It'd be nice to begin with, but I can't imagine it would be nice to clean it off. Kara looks adamant on chocolate bathing, though.
正気かレイリン。もう二度とこのような贅沢は味わえないかもしれないのだぞ。
Yeah, y'all are gonna pull the whole YOLO's excuse. You two are only gonna live once, so you're gonna, have it while it lasts.
それになぜ私がここに使ってみたかったのか。その心地よさは一度はその身で味わっただろう。
でもどっちみち体は洗わなくてはいけないですし。
Yeah, y'all already know how that outcome will turn out.
それに普通のお風呂だってそんなに悪くないじゃないですか。失礼ですけど、教官が最後にお風呂に入ったのっていつです？
That's like asking someone like, when was the last time you showered? Oh man. She pauses when I say that.
覚えていない。その訓練で忙しくてだな。
You're so busy with training that you forget about taking a bath and or shower. Embarrassed, she seems to concede defeat.
いいだろう。お前の言う通り、確かに普通の風呂も良さそうだ。
She can't hide her disappointment though. I feel like I've committed a terrible mistake by her.
チョコレート風呂は捨てがたい娯楽だが、同じくらい普通の風呂も悪くないのかもしれん。いいだろう。お前の提案を受け入れよう。チョコレート風呂と比べてみようじゃないか。
Well, I've never been inside these luxury baths before. They're a lot more grand in person. Kara's already gone into an adjacent room to get dressed. I didn't bother with that though. I just removed my armor right on the spot. The bath is already filled with steaming water. I must say, this bath is massive. Is this the same bathhouse that Gwen, attended to? It must be intended for a much larger group of people than just two. The favor of the Empress can certainly get you places. There's also plenty of nice niceties niceties here. Bars of soap, scented petals. As I'm daydreaming, I hear a splash in the water. It seems Kara is already getting in. I didn't even notice her leave the adjacent room. She's wearing some kind of unusual cloth attire, something which only covers the bare minimum of her body. Everything else is completely exposed, though. I shortly follow suit, discarding my armor on the bath's edge. Slowly, I walk into the water, stopping as it comes up to my thighs. It feels incredible. All of my sore and aching muscles relax. Leaning back, she allows her chest to barely stick out of the water's surface. She seems quite pleased in the water. I'm going to assume the other last dialogue choice is, going to be the chocolate part. She seems quite pleased in the water. The cloth is quickly soaked through, clinging to her form tightly. In fact, there seems no point in the cloth at all now, for I can still see everything. She protectively clutches her chest away from my eyes.
あまりジロジロと見ないでくれないか、レイリン。これではタオルを巻いている意味がないではないか。
She doesn't really seem to care that much. After a moment, she lets go of her chest and goes back to soaking in the water. It seems like the cloth is too tight around her chest. Her chest seemingly bulges around it. The tiny cloth is unable to fully contain all of it. It's like watching a tent try to hold its own against a flooding river. A hopeless situation, to say the least. She turns over for a moment, letting me have a clear view of her back and thighs. The bottom half of her attire also does little to actually cover or hide anything.
ああ、これがチョコレートでないのが本当に残念だ。
Her tone's rather bitter as she says that.
しかし、まあ仕方がない。人生というものはままならぬものさ。いかなる状況に置かれても自分に合わせ楽しまねば損をする。そういうものだ。
She seems to relax after a while, almost as if she's melting into the water. Her lips draw into a content smile.
こんなに安らかな時間を過ごすのも久方ぶりだ。
She turns onto her back and lets herself float to the surface. Her eyes close as she slowly drifts away.
ここの湯は肌触りがいいな。とてもいい。どうやら認めざるを得ないようだ。普通の風呂というのもいいものだな。チョコレートではないが 非常に気持ちがいいものだ。うん。
I do not think she will ever willingly give up on the chocolate idea completely. Perhaps we'll return one day and enjoy it. Happily, she drifts along, wayward in an ocean of warmth and pleasure. She sits up and reaches for a bar of soap. Bit by bit, she scrubs her skin thoroughly. She even reaches beneath the confines of her cloth, particularly around her chest. I can't help but blush a little bit as I watch it unfold in front of me.
レイリン、なぜ顔を赤くしている？いいから少しあっちを見ていろ。
She's blushing now, too. It's enough to make her stop and put the soap aside.
いいか？今のことは忘れろ。ああ、もうお前を連れてくるとこうなるだろうと分かっていたんだ。それなのに。
My goodness. She quickly turns her back to me, trying her best to feebly hide. Scented flower petals begin to rain down from the open roof. Great handfuls are thrown by bath attendants. Picking up a glass container, I scoop up the warm water. Trickling the water down my chest, I can't help but let out a sigh. Now I see, you know what? Now I see why, Wayne the Cloud is known for softcore corn. The rich, sweet smell of the petals nearly overwhelms me with their perfume. Kara seems to be delighted with the raining petals too. She swims over to where I'm standing, grabbing petals as they drip down from the ceiling.
ここは素晴らしいな。
I slowly sink into the bath, allowing the water to gradually envelop in me. The only word for it is Eden. I allow the flower-soaked water to relax every muscle I have.
ここへたどり着くまでいろいろとありましたけど、一緒に来られて嬉しいです。
ああ、私もだ。
Taking the jar, I begin to allow the water to trickle its way down my back. All the way down, past my thighs, snaking its way back into the sea of steaming water beneath it. For a moment, I completely forget about my worries. The star, the Empress, the Mires, they all become fuzzy and distant. All lost in the vast, heated pool before me. It's as if my entire world has now been confined to this room.
なあ、レイリン。お前の肌は、なんというか、すごく綺麗だな。
そうですか？
She's been looking at me too. I suddenly feel so exposed.
私は肌の手入れの仕方というものがよくわからなくてな。
That causes me to look back at her exposed body.
教官のお肌も綺麗じゃないですか。
何？本当か？
Her cheeks look like the embers of a campfire.
ありがとう。
I squeak a little bit as I feel her running her hand down my back.
すごく滑らかだ、レイリン。
Oh boy.
どうすればこんなに滑らかで美しい肌になれるんだろうか。
I recoil a bit, protectively placing my arms in front of me.
それより触る前に一言言ってください。
すまない、しまった。私としたことが何を考えていたんだろうな。まったく。
She seems really embarrassed too.
よかったらお肌の手入れお見せしましょうか。どうでしょうか、キラ教官。我流っていうか、グインがこの前弊社のお風呂場で教えてくれたんですけど。
It's awkward as I show her how to scrub, how to clean, how to treat your skin properly. We help wash each other, scrubbing each other's backs, showing each other the right soaps to use. It's an unusual but not unpleasant experience. Time passes so slowly, but eventually the time comes where we have to leave. After about an hour, we finally get out of the bath. That was legitimately one of the best things I have ever experienced in my life. I just wonder if Kara enjoyed it.
さて、どうでしたか？
Yeah, what are her thoughts?
そうだな。
Okay, so
最高だった。
you would think that she would still be disappointed because it's not a chocolate bath.
今日一日付き合ってくれてありがとう、レイリン。そうだ、任務から無事戻ってきたらまた一緒に付き合ってはくれないか？はい、
もちろんです、教官。
Well, I think this is a good place to end it from here. So, where have we learned? What do we got from out of this part? You know, Raylan and Gwen, having conversation with each other, and Raylan was recommended to talk with Kara about, before going on this Perella's journey to the Mires. And, aside from all this, it was a very vague thing where Raylan was asked to go to come along with Kara from going past the markets within the kingdom and whatnot, just to have a little date at the bathhouse. Yeah, I guess this part might as well be the ye old like slice of life part, if you ask me. I guess dialogue choices kind of matters because if anything, depending on the dialogue choices, there happens to be some sort of like, methods of getting like, I don't know, maybe some other CG images of the sort. Well, anyway, with that being said, next part, it seems maybe it's close to the end of the, you know, preparation, whatnot, maybe? I don't know. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.